your forecast first. Sponsored by Matex Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing.
Well, the rain has pushed to our south. Not expecting a whole lot here tonight. You won't get woke up by any thunder like maybe some of you did very early this morning, as the system has pushed enough to the south that we, for the most part, should just see partly cloudy skies and cooler temperatures. That temperature really taking a nosedive. Now down to 40 degrees in Champaign, still holding on to 49 in Effingham. But the commute into work tomorrow, all green. We're looking at sunshine and temperatures back up into the 50s for highs, looking pretty good. But part of your weekend may have a little bit of rain in it. We'll show you which part when we come back. WCIA3 News starts right now.
Now on WCIA3 News.
It's been a long time coming for nursing home residents, what some are now able to do after a year.
And people take pride in their homes, but one man says his could be ruined because of his county board. What might be built next door?
We're overlooking Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis,
where the Illini are getting ready for their Big Ten tournament run.
You're watching your local news leader. This is WCIA3 News at 10.
She was smiling underneath that mask and her eyes lit up. And so it was pretty moving, to say the least.
For the first time in a year, residents at nursing homes have experienced something they haven't felt in a year. The touch of a loved one. Good evening, I'm Paul Chikine.
And I'm Jessica Coons. Some nursing homes are following new rules as more people get vaccinated, and families are happy about the long-awaited changes. WCIA3's Jamie Mays is with us now from the newsroom. So Jamie, you spoke with some workers at nursing homes. What do they think about the new rules?
Jessica, some facilities still have stricter rules in place than others, but the nursing home workers I spoke to said they are taking small steps to safely allow families back into the building. Since the pandemic started, seniors in nursing homes haven't been held by family.
To watch that decline occur with our residents, as this pandemic really, took force, it was heartbreaking.
Now that's changing. The Centers for Medicare and Medicaid Services, along with the CDC, gave updated guidance for nursing homes to safely increase visitation options. There are restrictions based on positivity rates and vaccination rates within the facility. And Bowdoin Creek's administrator says for their residents, it means the ones who have been fully vaccinated can finally be hugged.
I had a resident's husband who had come in for a scheduled visit. He was fully anticipating to sit across the table and with the marked 6-foot distance and of course with their masks and so forth. And he came in and the staff told him to go over and to give her a hug. That was pretty special. It's been literally 1 year since he's touched his wife.
That's a sentiment other nursing home workers are experiencing as well. Peterson Healthcare is also making changes. They have been putting policies and practices in place to allow families to be able to come in and see people who live there.
I feel like we're able to do this because of the vaccines that have been available to us. They really set nursing home residents as a priority to become vaccinated.
They say the guidelines are making a big difference for everyone.
It's very exciting, especially for our residents and our families.
To be able to witness that, it just adds a spirit here that hasn't been here for nearly a year.
Families who visit still have rules to follow, including hand washing and wearing PPE. Live in the newsroom, Jamie Mays, WCIA3, your local news leader.
Oh, good to see that, Jamie. Thank you. And in another step forward, during an address tonight, President Biden set a goal of getting, quote, closer to normal in reopening the country by the 4th of July. To make that happen, he said he is directing states to make all adults eligible for the COVID vaccine by May 1st.
There are new guidelines for in-person learning, but some superintendents say they don't plan on making any changes to what they're doing. The new measures from the Department of Public Health and the State Board of Education say social distancing can be 3 feet for people who are vaccinated, and daily on-site temperature screenings are no longer required for people entering the school.
We're going to always continue to do things to keep our students and staff safe. Just as I was telling someone today, is just as fast as these restrictions or guidelines ramped up, they're starting to peel off. but at the same time, you know, as we've always said, we're going to follow the guidelines.
The guidelines also say congestion, nausea, and a runny nose will no longer be considered symptoms for COVID-19. One change coming for everyone is the American Rescue Plan. President Biden signed that into law this afternoon. That package includes $1,400 stimulus checks for most people, as well as support for a national vaccination program and money for schools to reopen. The Biden administration says you can expect to start seeing those direct deposits hit bank accounts as early as this weekend. And the signing of the rescue plan also comes on the one-year anniversary. The World Health Organization officially declared COVID-19 a global pandemic. At the time, there were 118,000 known cases and 4,000 deaths worldwide. Fast forward to today, the virus has killed about 23,000 people in Illinois alone, including 131 in Champaign County. CU PhD's Julie Pride says she knew before March last year that this would become a pandemic.
What I couldn't have predicted was the way everything was politicized and people were basically putting themselves and their families at risk due to misinformation.
Pride says that's partly why we're still here a year later. She also says we're not out of the woods yet, and we must follow public health measures until more people get vaccinated.
Now a look at the COVID-19 numbers in Illinois. The positivity rate is still going down. It's now at 2.5%. The state is reporting 1,700 new cases. Another 55 people have died. When it comes to those vaccination rates, more than 3.6 million shots have been given. Yesterday, 112,000 people got the vaccine, and the daily average is 98,000 doses. Champaign County is getting closer to vaccinating everyone 65 and older. As of today, 72% of seniors in the county have gotten their shots. Public Health Administrator Julie Pride says they are teaming up with area partners to reach out to the rest of that group. To learn more about how to get in touch with public health to set up an appointment, go to WCIA.com.
A man was found guilty of murdering a mother and daughter. A jury convicted Jonathan Perry of first-degree murder. His girlfriend, 54-year-old Kimberly Coyne, and her daughter, 24-year-old Blair Coyne, were both found shot dead in their home in St. Joseph last year. Perry's mother was the one who called 911. She told them she thought her son hurt his girlfriend and her daughter. Perry told deputies he was having mental health issues. Champaign County State's attorney says this has been devastating for everyone involved.
I never feel happy at a guilty verdict in a case like this because it means that that a family suffered a terrible tragedy. And here actually two families, both the defendant's family and the victim's family suffered terrible tragedies and loss in this situation. So
Perry's facing a mandatory life sentence. Taylorville police are warning about a new phone scam. The chief says they've gotten several calls about scammers posing as officers. These scammers will warn you about your social security number being hacked, but police say you shouldn't engage with them. If you have any questions about a suspicious phone call, give police a call. A new potential spot for a landfill in Effingham County is making some people angry.
The Effingham County Board was supposed to have a meeting today to talk about this, but it was postponed until next week. WCIA3's Bryce Beamet headed out to Effingham. And Bryce, one person in particular is extremely upset about this potential spot.
Yes, this is what the viewer from Dan Bohr's front porch looks like. He had a pond over to the side where he sits to watch the sunset as well. If the board votes yes, he may be looking at a giant landfill in the future.
It's going to basically ruin our lives as we know it.
One man is upset the Effingham County Board may vote to put a landfill right by his home.
There's no way that they can put a landfill that close to us and not keep that odor on their property.
Landfill 33 is about a half a mile away from Dan Boris's home.
Our home and property has already been devalued by 20% 3 years ago.
Boris has lived at his house for over 3 decades, years before Landfill 33 was put in. That landfill is about to reach its full capacity, so the board is looking for a new space. Right now, the potential new spot for a landfill will be much closer.
It seems to already be a done deal.
Boris has been going to all the meetings. He feels like he has no say in the matter and that his voice is not being heard.
Since that hearing, we cannot even talk to him.
Boris even asked county board members to come see what he's talking about.
I've invited the county board members out here before the hearing, you know, ask them to come out to see what we're going to see.
Boris hopes the board will think of a new place for the landfill before it devalues his home, property, and even his way of life.
It's just horrible that we have to go through all this when we've been here for 30, 40 years.
As mentioned, the Effingham County Board meeting about the new landfill area was postponed. I was not told why, but it is now scheduled for next week. I am planning to head out to that meeting. Back to you.
All right, Bryce, keep us updated.
Big changes are coming to one marina. What's getting upgraded for the summer?
Plus, it's been a great season so far for Illini Nation. And you see it there. Now those players have high hopes waiting for them in Indy.
Kevin, the weather was really nice, and it's not terrible now, but it's going down.
Yeah, well, we had some rain this morning, but things improved throughout the day. We've got more rain, though, as we head into the weekend. That's what we'll be focusing our forecast around is when will you see some nice dry time? When is the rain going to move in? We'll time it out for you after the break.